Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore. But she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. Paimon might lose her balance. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure. But enough about that. How did everything...
I'll explain.
Jeez. You guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison up. So, you said the train station will open again soon, right?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Snezhnaya isn't going away. Don't know. The goal of Project Snezhnaya is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
Extending it?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhnaya Veche. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving in to political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnaya Veche and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of many powerful and influential people.
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here in Snezhnaya?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will all, but that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sir Tomoro still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. Even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnaya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, but so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not—
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnaya?
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way. And her ultimate goal? What the no-sees mean in all of this? Since I've made it this far—
Wait, so— No.
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has— But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnaya. Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, it also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing. Luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnaya. I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the— Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's got it.
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnaya in no time. I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you when we get there.
Oh, thanks so much.
Drive carefully, all right? You don't want to end up in this situation. Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, all the track switching is automated. So, as long as the train's moving, you don't need to. We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken.
Shouldn't be a problem.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to...
Alright. Looks like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and...
Affirmative. Running vehicle.
What's this?
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over...
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains, though I doubt all configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance?
Away we go! Nope. Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay?
Just our luck. Of all the things that...
Halosha, here's...
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous, and the few who do make it back, they're never quite the same.
Huh? Then, what? Oh, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great. Now...
Hold it together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I heard a story once about the world of shadows. Come on.
Look at these Fatui. It's like they've lost their minds.
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living.
Go now! Advance!
I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Wait, what's that blue...
Guess we'd better find a way over.
Ready to draw blood. You've got nerve.
This is the last one.
What do we do next?
Play it by ear.
Hello. I am glad to see that.
For now, at least. But things aren't looking.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm only rarely, like an air bubble that rises to the water's surface. We must leave this place before it sinks back down into the depths once more.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, the very purpose of my creation was likely to... from the Shadow Realm. It appears that key data is currently inaccessible, but now is not the time to resolve that problem. I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the Shadow Realm. It may well be one of my core functions. Scan complete. Construction in progress. Activation code? We once peered into the past from the ruins of the shadows.
Whoa!
Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit. Bring down the walls of the stronghold and extinguish the flame.
Is this?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, let's go. We don't have much time. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives nearby. Shoot the explosives to detonate them and clear the path. Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is... For long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a new strategy. Take cover.
The advantage is out! Charge!
Yeah.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked Assault function.
Light him up!
Press the advantage! Over. Where's the... Where's the more? Lose you all! Where's this?
Back in business.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Reload!
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on.
Switch mode. Light him up!
Over.
Back in business.
You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend using this grappling gun. Such devices were originally used to secure. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Okay. So, we just removed this hook, right?
Need a refill! Time to catch my breath.
Close it! Over.
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Charge!
Retaking cover. Over.
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Try this!
Close it! Can't take much more.
Gotta recharge!
Where's the backup?
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
How much longer is this gonna take?
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However...
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead Fatui. Guess we gotta storm through.
find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Barriers have been breached.
Back in business. Reload! Gotta recharge!
Come on! We're almost there! Huh? Why is everything shaking so much?
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is right here.
You mean this?
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
Yeah, it came up a whole bunch in Nokrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you, Goggle?
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was, as Alosha said, it is highly unusual for the Shadow Realm to manifest in a place like this. But we should still watch out for similar dangers ahead.
Oh, let's hope not. If anything else goes wrong with this trip, Paimon's gonna have train trauma for life.
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you wish to further calibrate and upgrade your firearm, you may do so over there, provided you have the necessary components. Please take a moment to catch your breath while I repair the body of the train. Amongst other things, this will ensure Paimon is a little warmer while on board.
Oh, thanks, Goggles. You're a trusty train conductor. Well, maybe trusty isn't...
Yes, of course. And just like the Eye of Grey, I am sure it will be a...
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey fixes the train.
Yeah, sure. Paimon wants to forget all... It's so quiet here for a train station. Huh? So much for repair? You've swapped our train out for a whole new model!
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the...
Didn't know trendiness was a...
According to my calculations, parameterization is the most...
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure. You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnagrad's just up ahead. Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnagrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably leave Paimon out of breath!
It's built for maximum efficiency, but yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezh. This way. There's a lift car that goes...
Please go on, I'm listening. Even if I wanted to ask.
Look! They have really funny-looking hats! And those ones are about the same height as Paimon! But it looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
Each time the snow falls.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible! it with her own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it.
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be...
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged...
Yep, no way. Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Maybe? Fine then. It's your treat. Don't worry. You can...
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. And over there is the Snezhnaya Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have...
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a...
No one practices alchemy. It's...
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in while I track down my doctor friend.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. You'll be...
Podvorier restaurant is right this way.
Ad Astra Ebisosk. Welcome to the... Thank you for completing today's... Ad Astra... Ad Astra Ebisosk.